Hello, and welcome to Freak Boy Runs. After a sometimes grueling 6-month, 27-week training cycle, tomorrow is race day. I'm just out here on a Saturday morning doing a very easy 2-mile run. Just make sure there are no cobwebs before the race tomorrow. Went to the expo yesterday and picked up my bib, number 416. Got a low number because I registered so darn early. Let me switch arms here. I don't know why my arms get sore so fast. Yeah, picked up my number yesterday. Checked out the expo. It was pretty cool. One of the cool things about the Dallas Marathon is primary sponsor is BMW, so they have some really nice cars there in the expo. And then one of the cars they have, instead of having a wall with all the runners' names on it like most marathons have, they do a wrap on a car, and the wrap has all of the runners' names. So they're all alphabetical, so you can try and find your name there. And I found mine just underneath the passenger side door handle. So that's always fun. As for the race tomorrow, the weather's looking to be a bit warmer than what I would call ideal. For me, an ideal racing temperature is really going to be 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius, you know, plus or minus a couple of degrees there, and it's perfection. But tomorrow we're looking to start out really probably around the mid 50s at when the race goes off at 8 a.m. and the high temperature is going to get to the mid 70s Fahrenheit. So I imagine by the end of the race I should be done before 11:30, hopefully. And I imagine it's going to be in the mid to high 60s, so pushing 20 degrees. I'm still going to plan for my A goal, and then I'm just going to adjust if and when necessary as I go along. So the plan's going to be run the first 5K a little bit slower than my A goal pace, probably at about a 7:40 per mile pace. Then I expect that's going to feel okay because the temperatures won't be too warm yet. So I will start just incrementally speeding up after that, and see if I can hold something in the area of 7:30 per mile to 7:35 per mile through lap 21. Mile 21 is, actually I can't remember for sure because they've changed it, but mile 20 or 21 is going to be the uphill segment climbing up out of White Rock Lake, and that's about a mile, maybe a little bit more than a mile of climbing. So it's a pretty rough spot in the race to put such a long hill. So I will definitely slow down climbing that hill, and then by then I'll be to the last 4 miles. And if I've got anything left, then I'm going to start inching up the pace until I eventually just empty the tank at the end, which I'm going to do regardless. But hopefully that empty of the tank means I'll have a strong kick left to finish strong. We'll see. A million things can go wrong in a marathon. And, you know, right now, one of those things is the weather. It was looking to be quite good up until really the last couple of days. And then they started showing a significantly higher temperature than what they had been indicating earlier, about a week out. It was looking perfect last weekend. I was quite excited, but it's still not terrible, and it's not beyond, you know, where I think I can operate from my A goal. It's gonna definitely make it hard, and my B, C, and D goals are there at the ready if necessary. So the A goal is sub 320, B goal is sub 330, C goal is sub 331.24, which is my current PB from last year in Dallas. And then the D goal is, you know, if the wheels fall off, just try and enjoy it, have a good time, high five the little kids, tap all their power buttons that they're holding up on their signs, and just try and enjoy it. So it all remains to be seen, but will be known by approximately this time tomorrow. So I will put the camera down for now. I'll probably record a little bit pre-race and then try and pull the camera out a few times during the race. Looks like I'll have some good friends meeting up with me afterwards, so then I'll do a race recap, perhaps with some of them after the race tomorrow. So we'll see you on the other side. It is 7:18 right now, and I'm just leaving one of the buildings at the convention center here, downtown Dallas. Just hung out here, did some warm-ups, just chillaxed for a little while. I'm gonna head outside here right now, and it is raining lightly. That's okay. Hopefully that'll keep the temperatures down in the early part of the race, and I don't mind getting a little bit wet. Thank you. I will go ahead and put the camera away right now so that I can get my little warm-up jog from here to the bag check location, get that done, and then head into my corral. I'll see you there. T-minus 7 minutes. right here at the beginning. So I think I'm gonna put my phone away, or my camera away, just so I don't get run over or run over anybody else. First 5K is done. Right at about the 7:35 pace. I think 5K time was 24 and a quarter or so. So probably just a tad faster than I was planning, but that's okay. Through 10K in 48:08. So that's right on pace. Just have to hold it. Jack from the office said he was going to be here at this intersection, Greenville and Monticello. Let's see if he's there and say hi. I didn't see him, but could have missed him. Crowds got pretty thick at that corner. I'll have to look for him on the video. Just went through 15K mark, 1 hour 11 and 24 seconds. Getting harder to do the math right now, but I think that's ahead of my A goal pace. So heart rate is, for the most part, playing ball. I'm in mid to low zone 3 for most of it. Climbing hills, sometimes I get high zone 3. I dipped into zone 4 once or twice, but not too bad overall. We got a little bit of a crowd here cheering. Okay, we'll check in at 20K. Went through the 20K mark at almost exactly 1 hour 35. And they didn't actually have a marker, but they had a clock at the half marathon. And I didn't look at my watch, but it's a gun time clock, and it said 140 and change. So probably knock about a minute off that, 139 and change. It's very close to where I want to be, about 40 seconds ahead of A goal pace. So hopefully I got gas left in the tank for the second half. Just crossed 25 kilometers in 1:59:10. Still on pace for the A goal. Pain's starting to set in. Hang on. It's gonna be a rough ride. Across the finish line.
Expedition Dollar from Frisco. I think Marcus for next year.
Oh my goodness. Looks like 3:21.
Can I bother you with one? One more, can I bother you with? Water.
Okay. Totally forgot the camera was on. Wow, I'm beat. Looks like 3:21 and change. I gotta check the app, see the official time. I'll check there and come back in a sec after I get a drink of water. Oh, well, I'm on the walk with all the rest of the zombies right now. Well, I got all my refreshments and swag. Haven't really looked at the shirt.
I'm just going to where they were.
There's the medal. Seems kind of cool. I can't really see it without my glasses.
Look at Matt's location.
Oh.
He's over here.
But I gotta make my way over to the red balloon over there. That's the bag check. And that's where my friends are meeting me. That was, I don't know. I don't know if it was the hardest, but it was close to being a tie. Boston last year, the finish was really hard too. This was painful. And I thought I had the A goal until about the last mile. And I don't want to say the wheels fell off, but there was an evil hill. I forgot about that hill. Right after you cross mile 25. And that really sucked the life out of me. And it was hard to get any momentum after that. So I missed the eagle. Hey, my brother, look who I found. Oh, and look who else I found.
Congrats, my man.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Congrats.
We're making a video.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Can you believe
Kevin
it?
and Tam, everybody. Oh my goodness. Oh, your guys are
proud
gonna be
of you,
famous
man.
now. You're gonna be
Right.
seen by 14 people.
All right.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna put this down so I can give some proper hugs. And look who else I found. Ryan. Say hi.
Say hi.
Wave. You're on TV. You're gonna be on TV. I'm gonna show you that later. You'll get to wave yourself on TV. Isn't that cool? And that's Pikey and Adelia and Patty and Kevin and Tam again. You guys are all famous. I think maybe 16 people might see this video.
I'll be one of them.
Okay, that's it. I don't have much more for now. I might do a little wrap up later when I get to the house, or I don't know when. Freak boy out for now. Here we are, not quite 24 hours later. I just finished my post-marathon recovery run. I did just under 5 miles, 7.5 kilometers. Very, very easy paced. I actually don't feel too bad right now. I might feel worse tomorrow. You know, the second day after very often is the worst. But actually not bad. And I would say this is the least pain I've been in the day after a marathon of my now 8 marathons. My final official result was 3 hours, 20 minutes and 56 seconds, which I'm very, very happy with. I didn't quite achieve my A goal, which was to go sub 3:20, but I'm very happy with the results. The day was warmer than expected. Although that said, I think we did get somewhat lucky in that there was cloud cover for the entire race and even fog. So that kept it from heating up too much, and we never had the sun glaring down on us at all. Definitely helped. I would say, you know, that coupled with, that being the higher temperature, coupled with a couple of mistakes that I definitely made. Could easily have made up for that minute or so that I needed to go sub 3:20. Again, I'm not beating myself up over it, just taking an honest look back and seeing what I could have possibly done better. And one of those things was I did start off more conservatively than than I was intending to race. Put that in a different way. More conservatively than I was intending to, have my average pace. But probably not quite conservatively enough. There was a lot more hills in Dallas than you would think. And more than I remember. This being my 4th time running, you'd think I'd know the course better, but I knew the first 10K, really almost pretty much the first 9 miles, almost 15K, is quite a bit of climbing as you climb up to the top of the lake basin for White Rock Lake. And maybe I should have taken a little more off going up those hills. And then when I went down into the lake basin, maybe I went a little bit too fast. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I ended up splitting the first 13.1 miles, so the first half of the marathon was 1:40:09 or 08, something like that, which was probably close to where I wanted to be, but in retrospect, maybe just a little bit faster than I should have. Then I did not get a negative split in the race. I was about a minute or so slower on the second half. And wow, that hill at mile 19 and 20, super long. I thought it was a mile. It was more like a mile and a half. And it was no joke. And it took a lot out of me. But when I got to the top and started, on the kind of long, gentle downhill to get back to downtown, I was feeling pretty good. But there's the second mistake that I made. I made my final push a bit too early. I started speeding up at mile 24, and so mile 24 and 25 were two of my fastest miles. And then right as you get finished mile 25, there's a sneaky uphill, short but steep, and that just sapped my energy big time. So that last mile, I was already in the pain cave for those 2 miles prior to that, but that last mile I was questioning all my life choices. But by the time I finished, crossed that finish line, I was very happy. Just got my B goal, but very close to getting my A goal, and close enough that I know that sub 320 is hopefully not too far away from now. So that's my wrap up for the Dallas Marathon. It's crazy. Today is supposed to be the first day of my training cycle for Boston. Boston is exactly 18 weeks from today. But today's just a light recovery run. It's going to be very easy running for a couple of weeks. Low volume, easy pace. And then I'll start getting back into it for Boston in the new year. So that's all I've got for you now. That is Dallas 2024. wrapped up. If you enjoyed the series and the video, please like and subscribe. Comment and share if that's your thing. And until next time, on Freak Boy Runs, Freak Boy out.